Mark Rober is one of the most successful YouTubers of this generation with over 3 billion total views on his channel and an average count per video somewhere around 30 million. There is no doubt that Mark has decoded the secret to success on YouTube. And guess what? I've decoded his decoding of the secrets he decoded to succeed on YouTube. And it boils down to three things that I virtually promise you haven't heard before. A lot of creators have made videos analyzing Mark's content, but most hit at a very basic level.
Create better hooks.
They say.
Have better pacing.
They say.
Clickbait your thumbnails.
They say. It's all great advice, but there are a few things that are missing from their analysis that drive way more traffic than I think most people even know. Lucky for us, you're not most people. For example, number one, let's talk about Mark's theme song. You might be thinking,
what does a song have to do with YouTube success?
Well, let me respond by asking you a question. Have you ever seen Star Wars? Indiana Jones? Back to the Future? Interstellar? Batman? Superman? Spider-Man? Mark's song has become his signature, and it's what we call a musical hook. Just like a catchy jingle for a commercial, the song is memorable and creates a strong connection with viewers. At the psychological level, it creates the grandpa's house effect. What I mean by that is, think about all the smells at your grandparents' home. Maybe baking, maybe lavender, maybe cigars. Odds are that there is a scent associated with their home, and whenever you smell that scent, you are instantly taken back to a memory or emotion. The same concept happens when you hear Mark Rober's song. It's the kind of thing that stays in your head long after you've watched the video. And it's one of the many reasons why Mark's content is so effective. He impacts his audience at a psychological level. Keep that in mind as you're creating your content. And remember that videos aren't just about how much you can impact them in the moment, but how well you can motivate them to come back over and over and over again, which brings me to an even more important point. There's more to Mark's success than just a catchy tune. His videos are intentionally crafted with a very specific formula to keep viewers engaged and clicking from video to video to video to video. Blah, 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 blah. Mark uses what we call the Inception formula.
Inception, great film.
If you're familiar with his content, you'll notice that unlike most other creators, Mark has complex storylines or even stories within stories and experiments at multiple levels. Think about his squirrel videos where he set up elaborate experiments and he had multiple characters in the squirrels, the names of the squirrels that he was following and storylines associated with them. There's stories within stories, experiments within experiments. This keeps his viewers hooked. It's a technique that has become a hallmark of his content. By keeping viewers engaged and entertained, Mark has created a loyal fan base that can't get enough of his videos. It locks his audience into longer watch time, which you all know by now is good for YouTube growth, but it also leads to binge sessions where people watch video after video after video to the point where they end up having to throw out their lazy boys because they are soiled with sweat and human
Grease marks.
And finally, we come to the most important factor in Mark's success. His content appeals to the ego. Basically, Mark's videos are designed to give people something to talk about so they feel cool when they share it with someone who hasn't seen the content. So whether it's the world's largest super soaker or a video about squirrels and obstacle courses and jumping and swinging and pregnant squirrels, the boldness and the scale of his experiments combined with the unique style of education create a viral effect in his videos that are boosted by social sharing. Now, I'm not just talking about sharing links. It's a whole new level when audiences are actually talking about your content, not just sharing links. And in the social hierarchy of humans, most people have a desire to share what they've learned so they can appear more attractive to those around them. In other words, most people think that sharing interesting things makes them look more desirable to other people. Mark either knowing or unknowingly uses this to his advantage in his content. I think he knows it. I really think he knows. He's a smart guy. But at a very basic level, he gives people something that makes them feel good to share. Now, here's what I want you to do. Think about how you can use these tips to create better content for yourself. Call us if you need help. Links down in the description below. Okay, then watch this video over here, this video over here. See you on the next one.